One of the things that I did to help manage my constipation and other gut and hormone symptoms was go gluten-free. It's not just a fad. And here are things that you can replace that gluten with. I'm Marissa Fay. I'm a hormone and gut health expert. I help women reverse and reduce their symptoms with natural methods. And I am currently in laundry meal prepping zone. I also just released a brand new module of the Balanced Hormone Blueprint, my signature gut healing and hormone healing course that women are getting phenomenal results with, including regular poops. And learning all about gluten-free options and why it's important to be gluten-free if you're working on your hormones or your gut health. Recently, I posted a video answering somebody's question about why they didn't feel better after going gluten-free for a little bit over a month. And I was asked, what are some other starch options if you're pulling gluten out? So first, let's not forget that there are a ton of things that you already might be eating that are gluten-free that are starches or carbohydrates. Let's widen this spectrum. Things like root vegetables like potatoes, sweet potatoes, winter squash. It's butternut squash season. Beets, carrots, all naturally gluten-free. Also, fruit is a carb, all gluten-free. Rice, naturally gluten-free. Corn, also naturally gluten-free, although often processed in a wheat facility, so make sure you read the labels, and I recommend organic. Same thing with oats, naturally gluten-free, but often processed in facilities with wheat. So look for a gluten-free seal and look for organic because both of these crops are often sprayed with glyphosate, which is one of the reasons I teach people to avoid gluten. Glyphosate is super gross, and if you look at the time frame that it was introduced into our food system, and you look at the occurrence of autoimmune diseases and other attention focus issues, you see them increase drastically when glyphosate started to be used on these crops. Other things that fall into the gluten-free category are things like coconut flour or cassava flour, that's another root, or things like quinoa. Make sure you are properly preparing it though. And if you're somebody who tolerates beans, also make sure you're properly preparing them. So that's just a smattering. I could keep going. There are a ton of gluten-free carbohydrate options. And I went gluten-free 13 years ago. Y'all, they did not have nearly the amount of products that they have now that are gluten-free. There truly are great alternatives out there. I do recommend that you read labels and make sure you're not replacing your gluten-full products with products that have a lot of crappy oils in them or synthetic ingredients. You can check out the link in my bio if you want to learn more in depth about this type of food shift. I teach all about it step by step in the Balanced Hormone Blueprint. Would love to have you join us.